Hi, welcome to Messy Missy Creates. This is Melissa. I'm gonna make something a little different today. I saw this, and by the way, if you can hear the lawnmower, it's my neighbor. I can't do anything about it. I watched Roxy Creations and Gayle do this, and I will try to remember to link their video, the actual videos below in the description. It was one of Roxy's challenges. I want to say it might have been challenge either 15 or 16. I'm not sure, but I will put it in the description. So make sure you look for it there. And what I found is it's basically pockets, okay? But they're supposed to look like little sacks. Now, Rachael and Gayle both used a deckled edge, and I don't have a... I have it, but it's not within my reach, and I'm not that worried about it. So I just rounded the corners, but they kind of deckled the edge to make it look like a little sack. But basically it's just pockets, and then it's glued on the back, and you can put another piece of paper. Like if you wanted to glue it into your journal, I wouldn't worry about it. But if you're going the way that they said, if you're going to tip it in, you might, and you don't like the back, you don't like the back, then you can put another piece of paper over it, and then that way you have a journaling spot. So what I thought I would do, now I started off with this kind of vintage paper, because I have a whole stack of it, and I don't use a lot of vintage papers in my, hold on, I'm reaching, in my everyday journals. This is trying to find well, I don't know if I have. Yes, I do. It's right here. It's Theodosia Square. This was something that I got a long time ago when I first started thinking I was going to make junk journals. And I love the vintage look. I used some of this paper to do some other things. And anyway, this is a huge paper pad. And it's all very thin. It's just very thin paper. So I thought it was perfect to use for this. But what I would probably use more, so I pulled out some pages that I would use in my everyday journal. And these are just 3 that I came up with off the top of my head. And this one says Sunday Fun Day. This says Tot, Knot, and Sass. Kind of like casual day, you know. And then, which is like almost every day for me. And bananas, you know the bananas. So anyway, I thought that we would make some of these, and whereas like this paper is too thin, I wanted to make some tags or something out of it, but without backing it in some way, it's really too flimsy to put in your journal as a tag or tip in or something like that. So anyway, basically I cut, this is a piece of it's not real thick cardstock, but it is cardstock. I think I did it at 4x6. And you can do these whatever size you want. But I did 4x6, and then I think I did this one 5x6. Now, they had theirs a little taller, but I was trying to make this to where I could get out of a 12x12. I really wanted to cut this at 4x6, but 3 by something was a little too small. So basically what you're going to do is you're just going to wrap it. I placed it upside down, and then I got it pretty much centered, as far as, obviously it's not going to be centered on this edge, but I just folded it over like this, and then you fold each side. And, you shift it so that it's not even, and, right? Not on purpose, but we do those things. So, it was pretty simple. I thought I could even do it. And so I thought, well, I'm going to make some, and I thought I would share it with you. Now I'm just going to kind of lob off the edges there a little bit. Oh, I forgot to fold this one. So this is the top, and I'm just going to fold it down a little bit just so that this edge is a little stiffer. See, I don't know if you can see in there, I folded it over. So I only did, you know, like a 1/4 of an inch, or that might be a 1/2 inch. I doubt it. Just a little bit, just enough that it's folded. So let me do these edges and onward and forward. Okay, so first thing, I'm going to glue this top edge. And I'm just using, for simplicity's sake, I'm using the art glitter glue. I mean, you could use glue stick, you could use whatever you want. I'm just using the art glitter glue. And I want to line that back up best I can. Now, I wondered, was there a reason why they folded it over? I know that that's how Roxy did hers, but I was wondering if there was a reason why they didn't just do it almost like you would a gusset, you know, and fold it and stick it down here. Now, then I thought, well, maybe it's because when you're pulling something in and out, maybe it'll hit that. But to me, it seems like if you didn't fold it over and you just tucked it in like that and glued it down, that you would definitely have a writing surface on the back that you know, wouldn't mind being seen. So I thought I might try one like that. I've got this one like this. You know, we put our own spin on something. Now, there may be a very valid reason why she didn't do it this way. And I am about to find out. So I'm just going to glue these edges down right here first. I'm going to get my bone folder out and kind of burnish that down. So I don't know why they didn't do it this way, but I just wanted to try it and see if I liked it. Obviously, you're going to want to glue right up to the edge. And it might be easier just to put the glue on this piece right here. I don't know. But I just wanted to try it and see what I thought. I should have put my glue paper down because I got glue on my... Well, maybe that's why they didn't do it that way, because it's hard to line it up. I figured there was a reason why they didn't do it that way, but I thought, you know, I got to try it one time anyway. I have to try something the wrong way one time before I can do it the right way. No, I did it per the video on that one. And then, well, I think what happened is I should have put the glue on here, or maybe I got too close to the edge. And then, there we go. And then it took all the glue off. Now all the glue is on my desk. So I want to see, I don't want to lose my needle. Well, I think I already did. Oh, I got it. So let me see if there's any problems with that. Now this is a very thin tag. I don't feel any issues with it. And then that way you definitely have a flat surface on the back. Let me see if I have my corner rounder. Give me just a second. And I figured out how to use this thing. I knew you had to pull the things apart. I just couldn't. Let's see. This one, I think. Well, how many times do you have to do it? Well, I didn't do it even, so... Oh, that's awful. Hold on. Maybe that's a little bit better. I don't know. Anyway, So either way, you end up with pockets. So on the front, you don't see any difference whatsoever. Not really. This one, you have more room because it has a gusset in there, so you could put more in it. You know, it just kind of acts like a gusset. This way, it's fairly tight, so you have a, you know, a slim fitting pocket. So let's get out paper trimmer and let's make some. I want to cut, let's see, I have some different colored cardstocks and I have some different papers. I think I'm going to use this pink with this, the top knot, and I could use the yellow with that, and I could use the blue with this, or yellow, blue, or I can mix and match, right? So that's kind of what I'm going to do. So I want to make, wait, I have a light yellow too. Maybe that'll look better with the bananas. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Okay. The bananas even have some pink in them. Those are all out of the same paper pad, I think. I didn't bring it out here to show you. So let me do this pink first. So I want, let's see, if I want 4 by, we're talking about 8.5. What did I say it was, 4 by 6? I'm not going to get 2 that way. Well, anyway, I'm not going to get 2 that way regardless. I sure didn't feel like 4. 4 by 6. Okay. And then I can do one more. 4 by 6. And then these should be 4 by 5. Yeah. Well, it's something by 5 anyway. That one might be 6 by 5. But no, what did I do? I messed up. How did I mess that up? Oh, because I didn't cut off the other 1/2 inch. That's what it is. Okay. That's why. Okay, so I'm going to put my scraps up here. We can make tags out of those later. So I'm going to do, because see, there was an extra 1/2 inch. So when I cut this down to 4, and then got my 6, I'm going to, let's see, and then do this one by 6. And then this one is 4.5, because the paper's 8.5 by 11. So if you take 2 4s, you're going to end up with a 1/2 inch left. I hope that made sense. So it really doesn't matter how you slice it. Haha, really? Get it? You're going to get 2 4 by 6s out of 8.5 by 11. Now, what I could do is I could have cut like a 12 by 12 sheet, but I had extra of this, so it just made sense to do it this way. I have lots of this 8.5 by 11 paper in different colors that I probably won't use for much else. Okay, and then this bright yellow. This is a little bit thicker. And you can mass make these pretty easy. Roxy Creations, she has really good challenges, and she comes up with all this stuff. I don't know, you know, if she sees it somewhere or if she comes up with it on her own or whatever, but she has so many great, I don't know that they're weekly challenges, but then she does some other things, so it might end up being almost daily. Okay, so we have There we go. I'm gonna do one. Gonna do this. Well, oops. I'm not sure. I put this up too soon. Okay, so direction matters on this one. And this is 12 by 12, so I want these to be 5 by 6. Okay, so if I cut it right down the middle, nope. I want it to be 6 height-wise. So if I keep this at the top, this is height-wise, right? So 6 height-wise, I hope. And then cut it at 5. Okay, and I'm gonna be able to, if I wanted to, I could get 4 out of this sheet, and then I'm gonna have this little bit of extra up here. So let's start with that. And I think I said I was gonna use the pinks. I don't know why I divided them up like I did, but that's the top. So let me go ahead and fold that down just a little bit. There we go. And then I'm gonna put this right here. So you kind of get an even all the way around. And I can't tell if that's straight or not from this angle, but I think it's easier to fold the bottom up first and then fold the sides, but that's just me. And I'm not sure which way I like it better. Which would be your preference? Having it like this or this. Now, obviously, if I had to pick, I'd pick this one. But I do, because this is going to be, because you fold it over this is going to be a little bit larger than your back. So I could have done a better job. I've got a little bit of overhang right here. I could have done a better job at centering it. So let's try that with this one. Let me see if I can get better at centering it. And then we'll kind of go from there. We'll decide for the next one how we like that. I'm not going all the way to the corner on this. You can see the fold lines. And I'm not quite going all the way to the corner, but it really doesn't matter. You're just taking some of that weight off. And let me glue this top piece down, because it gets glued down regardless. Oops. Well, let's wrinkle it. Okay, and then if we're going to do it this way, and I would imagine they did it so that you didn't have to measure anything. I know when I watched Roxy, she was just doing it with like scraps that she had in her stash. So she wasn't measuring anything. And so I think that's why she did it this way, so that, you know, if you're not, because if you were trying to make this the exact right size, you would have to measure. So maybe it was just as simple as that. She didn't want to have to measure it. Maybe that was not the whole point. But I don't mind there being a little bit of overhang. So I'm going to do it from underneath this time, and see if I can get it lined up a little bit better than I did last time. And the answer to that is no. Maybe a hair. Maybe a hair. Not much. And the art glitter glue doesn't, yeah, it's a little crooked. Okay. But it does give you more room, a little bit more room in your pocket, in your sack. So let's round these corners. Okay. And then that takes thin paper that you couldn't have necessarily made a pocket or tag out of, or I mean you can, but it's thin, very thin paper. It definitely gives you a little bit of a pucker. I could have smoothed it out a little bit better. So I don't know which way I like better. I don't know. Let's do this one. Let me fold this down just a little bit. Don't think that's straight. It might be. Maybe the words aren't straight. Yeah, that's it. Right. Okay. So, but they come together really quick. And then you have all this, yeah. I was thinking I didn't bring that down far enough, but I guess I did. Because I needed some, oh, wait a minute. Did that too soon. I need some more, I need a stash of pockets and tags and tucks and all the things for my journals. So I don't have to make them each day that I want them. It was nice. I had made a few a while back, and it was very nice having those few. You know, just having those. So I'd like to have a little stash. Okay. Well, now we traded lawnmower sounds for sirens. That is a major intersection. It's not on my street, but you can hear it from here. And they have to really lay on the sirens a good bit. Okay, I'm going to put not punch a hole. I'm going to round the corners on the top before I put the other on, because that's why, one of the reasons I was getting a little bit inconsistent of a cut was because that little bit that hangs over was different on each side. So yeah, I think I'm going to stick with this, because then that way I don't have to worry about putting anything on the back. I just have, you know, it's ready to go, right? So I just have to glue that to that and that to that. And then I know not to put it so, I thought I was doing the right thing by putting it right on the edge. But I did better when I put it up to, not quite up, all the way up to the edge. Okay, so there's no overhang on the bottom. There's a little bit of overhang on the sides. I mean, just a pinch. Okay. Get that extra glue out of there so we don't glue our pocket shut. And there we go. Now, you can make whatever size these you want, but I figured this would be a pretty doable size. Doesn't, yeah, it does. Okay, here's the true test. So this is the one that is wrapped around, and it does just fit almost, not quite. Yeah. These are those journaling cards, but they fit in here with ease. So if you want a little more room in your pocket, oh, hey, guess what? You could use these as your back. They're the same size. Looky there. I mean, I don't know why you'd want to do that. But, let me see. These tags that I made, these might be a little wider. Yeah, they're a little wider. Okay. So now I have some Top Knot and Sass pockets, as well as some vintage pockets. And let's make some bananas. Let's go bananas. And this, the direction, I don't think matters, yet I'm going to flip it over anyway. Cut it down to 6. And I still have, you know, I still have these extra pieces. So I might make tags or something, or a different kind of pocket out of these. Oh, I got to cut one more time. I always put that up just a little too soon. Okay. All right, so these I want, what did I say, 5? Yep. 5 by 6. So we already have the 6, so now we need the 5. And then I have that little bit of extra. How are we doing on time? Okay. Let's use this lighter yellow. I think this thing isn't that consistent. Let me try my other corner rounder. Give me just a second. I'm getting it off my door. I have my corner rounders hanging on a shoe rack in one of those shoe things by the door, or on the back of the door. Okay. I'm not sure I'm in love with this light yellow, but this dark yellow didn't quite go with it. Yeah, I don't know. Well, you're probably not going to see much of the back anyway. I mean, you're only going to see a pinch of it. Okay. Now we'll put this up here like this. We're going to put it up a little further so we get that bottom. And you can make, if you want to make the space more, you just give it more room on the bottom. You fold it up. Nope. Yikes. A little heavy-handed with my burnishing tool there, my bone folder. So, what do you think? Have you done it before? Have you, I mean, I know that we've made pockets and it seems like similar to these, but this was more of a grocery sack look. Not grocery sack, just like paper sack. And so I thought, well, I don't really have to measure a whole lot. Now I did measure, you know, when I cut, but I didn't feel like I had to be like super precise with anything, you know. So it was real easy. I mean, obviously, if you just need a pocket and stick it to the journal, you could do like this and stick it. So I could stop right there. Well, I need to glue this down. Keep wrinkling my paper. So, I mean, you could stop here and just glue it straight into your journal. You know what I'm saying? And then have a pocket. Like that. But this way, it lets you use it as a flip and a pocket. I mean, it lets you use it as both. Which I like having the flip option in my journal. So that was why, you know, it was part of the reason that is not what I meant to do. That was part of the reason this was appealing to me. It was an easy way of, you know, having some extra pockets on hand. and I happened to watch their videos, and it's been a while since I've watched either one of them. I used to watch them both a lot when I first started, you know, into junk journals, and then when I got more into the daily journal and not so much the junk journal, I haven't watched them as much lately, so it was nice to watch them again and see what I had been missing. So anyway, now we have a bananas pocket. So if your day was bananas, you have a pocket. So let's do one more. I think I want to do this with the blue. See what we think about the blue. And I'm going to round the corners later. I can do that much later. And so they're not taking long to do, right? They're just a little bit of folding. And you got to get that pretty snug right there, you know, because otherwise you'll have a lot of extra at your top, on the sides, or you'll have a lot of overhang. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Mercy. Okay, pick it up and look at it. There we go. It's a little bit better. Well, you can have it folded and then not have it folded. I mean, then all of a sudden you go from folded to crooked in a hurry. So, where's my top? Here's my top. Still don't think I quite got that straight, but it's okay. It'll be all right. So, what do you think? Would you use these in your journals? And like I said, this was not my idea. I mean, you know, I know about folding and having gussets in your pockets and stuff like that. And that's how, you know, if I were to make a pocket, that's about how I would do it right there. But I didn't go to the next step and make it like a little bag or a, you know, flippable pocket. Most of the time, if I'm in a hurry, I just do my pockets, you know, like a little 3-inch strip and glue it down to my paper. Okay. Nope. I'm hanging way off over here, but that's okay. That is quite all right. Okay, and then round. Well, that didn't round much, did it? There we go. Okay. So now we have one yellow banana, one blue banana. And let's do we have time for one more? Let's do a couple of these Sunday Fun Days. They didn't take us very long to make it all. Okay, so we need the print at the top here because we're doing height. So I have the top of the page to my left, and I'm cutting at 6 inches. I mean, you can make these whatever you know, whatever you want. Oh, don't put it away too soon. You need 5 inches and 5 inches. 5 and 5. Okay. use this bright yellow. There we go. Kind of straight. Fold it, fold it, fold and fold. So what you been up to? We are into May, whether we were ready or not. It's like, ready or not, here I come. Isn't that what it feels like? See, I did it again. Look at there. There. I keep sabotaging my folds here. And I guess you don't even really, well, I would still cut the corners. Like cutting corners, get it? There. And you can use these regardless of what kind of journals you use. I mean, I use this in a junk journal. I use this in a daily journal. I mean, you might just change the, you know, it might depend on what paper you have or something. But, you know, if you do, because I tend to do these brighter colors in my everyday journal, my daily journal. Okay, see, that one I didn't cut enough. I didn't cut close enough to that corner. And it left me real heavy. Same with right here. And it left some overlap in the corner right here, and that's going to make your corner real thick. So that's why you cut those little corners. And glue them. That way they don't overlap in the fold is not overlapped. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. All right. Oop, oop, oop. There we go. Okay. Now we have a Sunday fun day. There we go. One more. And I have some other like, yeah, I'll do a blue on this one. That vintage paper pack has other colors in it too. It has like pinks and stuff like that. So was kind of wondering, maybe in the more winter months or fall or something, I might use some of those more vintagey muted colors. But I know for like May and, you know, especially for these summer months, I like these bold colors in my journal. But that's just me. You can do whatever floats your boat. So you're going to make them? Have you already made them? Did you already see the videos? Or did you already just know to make them? I was getting a little lax on my corner cutting on that last one. I'm afraid to cut too low. Okay. But I don't think it would hurt that much if you did cut it a hair lower than you needed to. Okay. This burnishing down, and it'll tighten up the tighter you have these folds, the tighter your pocket will be. But I like a pocket that has room too, and so I don't mind having a little bit of give. And oh, come this way just a hair. There. Oh, I don't think that's even. Okay. Or level, or it was sitting wonky. That flattened it out. Okay. And round it. And there we go. And I might, you know, I love the look of the vintage. I just don't use it in my, yeah, like I said, my everyday one. But now I want to make, and I don't necessarily have to do this in this video, but I want to make some tags to go in them. But I think that's going to be another video. And we'll keep this one at, well, whatever it is. Yeah, I would have liked for these extra pieces to have worked, but they're not. So I need to figure out what size they need to be, and then we can use these just as scraps in our journals, right? Or make these as, these will be kind of cute tag toppers for the tags that go in them. So whatever you want to use them for. So anyway, all right, this is what we did. We made a few pockets, and I might find some more paper and make some more, and just to have them, it'll be nice to have them in my stash. And it didn't take long at all to make 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I already made one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I have 8 pockets. So, oop, I hit you. I'm sorry. But go check out their videos. I'll link them below. And if I forget to, somebody please remind me, but I will try to remember. And, but yeah, go watch their videos if you haven't already, because, you know, they have huge channels, right? And, I just, I like watching them sometimes. And they do great. They're so creative and just give you such good ideas. Even if they're working in something different than you do, you still get good ideas. So, all right. Well, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate you following along. And some of you come along for anything I do, and I appreciate that more than you will know. And I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.